So I've been teaching about playing with your reality, and so far it's just been about little things. So how do you shift and create bigger things? Well, your nervous system comes into play here because you manifest things, you create reality through yourself, through your body. If you don't believe that you can manifest something big, then you won't be able to. Your nervous system also creates fear in yourself. So if you have anxiety, if you have stress around what you want, then your nervous system is going to fight you on it. And that fighting is going to reflect as far as resistance goes for you to have what you want. That's why wishing and hoping and praying doesn't work. Because if you don't take action and acclimate your nervous system to what you are trying to receive, then you're never going to get there. So you have to expose yourself to the things that you want. Let's say you've always wanted to go on The Voice, or you've always wanted to go on America's Got Talent. And if you can't do a video on TikTok, or if you can't make a video and put it on Instagram, then you're never going to get there, because your nervous system will shut you down every time it feels like you are in danger. So in order to start microdosing yourself and acclimating to the environment and metabolizing that fear, you have to show your brain and your nervous system that you are capable of handling it and there is no danger. So you want to start with microdosing it. So you make a video without your face on it. You put words on it. What you're doing is revealing part of yourself, and that feels scary. And then you move it to saying something, maybe with just your voice and not your face. And then you move it to your face. I can guarantee you that every single creator out here, including myself, has had difficulty with this. Now that's just an example that I'm giving you. I can give you another example. People want to win the lottery and they go buy tickets and they hope and they pray and they wish. But if you actually believed that you could get it and you could win, you wouldn't hope and pray and wish. You would know that you are already going to receive it because you are the observer and you collapse the wave of probability into your favor. I don't feel like I would believe it because I'm a math person. So I know the statistical odds. And because that's ingrained into me big time, then I wouldn't believe that I would win either. So what I would have to do if I wanted to microdose and metabolize that belief system and change it is to start playing with small things. Now everything is probability and it's just a wave until you collapse it. So if you go buy a scratch off ticket or if you go buy a pick 3 or whatever else, you're creating that. And if you don't believe that you can win, you're never going to. So you need to start doing the small ones and working with that belief system that you can actually win. There's things that can help you, like associative remote viewing, that where you assign like a flavor to a number, or you assign an object or something that you're going to see to a number. Or some people use heat. If I touch this number and if I feel hot, that's the number that's going to come up. So there are different ways to work with your brain, and that's what people put out there, and they have all this stuff out there. And that's what you have to do. You have to slowly expose it, your nervous system and your belief system, to what you want until it becomes the big thing. And people that understand this and people that have taken associative remote viewing have won a lot of money. They go to Vegas, they go do a bunch of stuff because it's literally just energy. Here's a fun one. This one's fun because you can see it mirror back to you and reflect back to you right away. But slot machines, things that you bet with in Vegas and that sort of stuff, like roulette and whatever else. I'm not talking about like a craps table. I'm talking about machines, okay? Machines work off energy. So Go to Chuck E. Cheese. That's why I'm laughing, because I'm telling you to go to Chuck E. Cheese to do this. And I would do this with my kids all the time, okay? The machine feeds off your energy. You are an electromagnetic being. Your body is a battery. So you can affect electronics. So you want to win at some electronic machine in wherever you can that allows gambling, start with Chuck E. Cheese. Expose your nervous system to that. I would recommend that you don't go in there by yourself, because it just looks kind of weird if you're just an adult going to play by yourself in Chuck E. Cheese. Don't borrow any children that aren't yours, too. Just. But anyway, there are machines there that, you know, you put your token in or whatever, your card now, and you push the button and it goes up and down, and there are numbers, right? Or there are many variations of this game, and you're supposed to stop on the number closest to like 100 at the top. So you want to feel and get into your body and just feel that energy. Make yourself real happy. And then you don't watch with your eyes it going up and down. You feel. And you let that energy microburst and you hit the button. I used to freak my kids out because I did it and it got to 100 every single time, and they wanted me to do it because I would get all the tickets, right? They would get the tickets and then they would get the cheap toys at the very end. So you can do this with Dave & Buster's too. That's probably a better example. I don't go to Dave & Buster's. My association is really with Chuck E. Cheese because I have children. So, and now that they're older, I mean, we just don't do Dave & Buster's. But Dave & Buster's is probably a better choice. And you can move from Chuck E. Cheese if you've got kids to Dave & Buster's to actually going to a casino. People do it all the time. But here's the thing. Casinos have infrared cameras. If you're winning a lot, you will get caught and you will be ejected from the facility. So vary what you do and vary your machines, and be aware that professional gamblers and people that have a gambling addiction can feed off your energy. They can feel it. Whenever I went to the casino and I was winning at the slot machines, people would gather around because they want some of your winning energy. And so you got to move. Switch different machines. It doesn't matter what machine you're at. Even if you're winning over and over at one machine, it's all the same. It's just energy. So try different ones. Hope that helps.